Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my garden. Today is May 8th, and I wanted to give you guys a little garden update because we have a heat wave coming in this afternoon, and I'm pretty sure I will be losing some plants. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update because I know they're not going to last until my May garden tour, which I'm hoping to do in the next week or so. All right, so let's get started. So over here, I think you guys remember this was all full of sparkling, Super Venus sparkling amethyst, which looks like that. I left this little plant there and one on the other side of the Candy Crush Sumerific hibiscus right there, and I took everything out because I usually like to plant zinnia seeds, which I did. So as you can see, they're still very tiny, but they're coming along very well. And I have some black-eyed Susan back here that comes back every year. So I added some daylilies, and this little zinnias, I had these little plants. I popped those in too. So hopefully the next couple of weeks, we'll have this full of zinnias. I also had tomato growing in here, and I took that out and added celosia. I do need to go back and probably clearly, like, there's too many of them here. I'm gonna have to take some of these out, make some room for the other ones. But look, they're already trying to flower. They're already trying to bloom, and they're so tiny. But so I may try to transfer some of these to the other side of the garden. So there's that, and then this one is definitely not going to make it past this heat wave. It's already kind of struggling. It's been probably like low 90s, high 80s. Honestly, sometimes it feels like it's in the high 90s already, but so with their heat index, it's supposed to reach triple digits. So definitely going to lose all the cool season annuals like the delphinium that I just showed you. This bed will probably suffer the most. All these foxgloves, I don't think they're going to make them, so they're going to make it. All the foxglove. I don't know about the snapdragons, so we'll see. By Saturday, I could probably gauge and see what made it and what didn't. What will definitely make it is the Superbina. What's the new one? This is the new one, and I forgot its name already. I'll put it on the screen. But I have that Superbina there, and I did it on purpose because I knew this was gonna have to come out eventually. All this is gonna come out. All of this is gonna come out. My daisies back here, I may take out just because it may be too hot for them back here. This gets afternoon sun. Petunia will stay. That Superbina will stay. All right, so over here I think is the most drastic change. This used to be full of the Super Venus Sparkling Amethyst. As you can see, I have some left over here. I trimmed it back because it was spilling over the walkway and we could barely walk. So I cut it back, and then I started noticing there was a lot of browning, and I looked under and there were a lot of mealybugs. I left this one because I wanted to show you guys what that was in case you guys don't know. And right there, you guys see that white cotton looking right there? That is mealybug, and that will take over and just destroy your plant. When that happens, I don't bother. It is everywhere in the plant, and they are very, very tiny at first. There's a little one right there. I just take the plants out. I don't even deal with it. That just goes crazy. They multiply. I swear they multiply like within seconds. It's ridiculous. So if I find it and, there's not a lot, then I will treat it. But I mean, to treat this is like with a little Q-tip with rubbing alcohol, and you dab it and they die. But this is just infested. You can see down here. So I'm just going to pull the whole plant out. Look at that. It's so gross. So I'm just going to pull all this out. I will probably come back with my rake and clean out all the mulch, all of this, because I know there's some living in there. And I just don't want it to spread to other things. So I'll end up doing that and then probably planting more zinnia seeds. So yes, okay. So let's see. This foxglove is probably going to come out. You can see this one's already suffering. See the leaves, it's not looking good. And this is a south-facing wall, so you feel the heat radiating from back here. Let me just show you this little bloom because it's so cute. That's James Galway. So pretty. I love him. All right, so then that larkspur will probably come out, the pink one. I don't think that'll last either. Everything else should be okay. I'm pretty sure some of the roses will, the blooms will start scorching. But what I usually do in the summer is that I just bring the roses in. I harvest them in the morning and I just make lots of arrangements. There's the generous gardener. So then over here, I have that empty space right here. And I just got this obelisk. And I'm going to transfer a rose that I have in a pot and I'm going to plant her right there. She's a Cinderella fairy tale. And hopefully she will fill all the wall with her beautiful blooms and the obelisk. Not sure how long that's going to take, but we'll see. All right, so I think that was it. Oh, the other new thing, I guess you can say, in my garden is the gate. I forgot about that. So that's a new gate that my husband put in. He actually was working at someone's house and they were throwing away these panels. So he brought home this piece, and this piece. This is like the interior of those glass doors, and they didn't want it. So they threw it out. And he had the bright idea of having someone weld the pieces together and create the gate. And I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but my husband actually built a lot of the structures in here. He built the arch, or arbor, depends how you want to say it. He built the pergola, that blue pergola right there. He also built the table. And he also built the obelisk that James Galway's climbing. So I'm very lucky that he's very handy because he can build all these little structures for me. So, all right, friends, I think that is it. I will be hopefully doing a May garden tour soon, and I'll show you all the rest of the plants because I do know that some of you have asked me what kind of plants are in what I call the tunnel garden, which I'll show you guys real quick, which is in here. So, May garden tour, I will definitely talk about all the plants that are in here. All right, you guys, thank you for watching. Hope you have a good week.